let's go to Mr. Daniel, the senior media aide to the governor. Mr. Daniel, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. So please, while we're still waiting for doctor to reconnect, can you answer all of this particular submissions he has given?
Yes, thank you once again. You see, when you come on air and you start speaking ill against a man who is focused, who has been a blessing to his people, even the network will go against you. Even the network will go against you. So, Soludo is a blessing to Anambra State. To correct Dr. Francis, Soludo never said he was too big to be a governor of Anambra State. I would love to clarify that. I never said that. What he said is that he has traveled world over. He has served at international and national levels, and it was time for him. He ordinarily would have retired or gone for somewhere bigger, but it was time for him to give back to his people. It was time for him to bring his knowledge, to bring his wisdom, to bring his expertise home. It was time for him to come down and develop his state. And that was exactly what Soludo meant during his campaign. And this is a man that was sworn in on 17th of March 2022. I started work that day. Immediately after he was sworn in, he said, no fanfares, no celebration. He went into his office, he started drafting his schedule, and the next day, he went to Okoko. I don't know if you've heard of Okoko. Okoko is the biggest urban slum in Southeast. Soludo went to Okoko, and that was where his administration started off. And today, Okoko has been transformed into a mega smart city. Pipe-borne water, a new general hospital, tarred roads, street lights, everything you can think of. And Okoko has been transformed from urban slum to a livable, smart city. So when opposition, of course, I don't expect Dr. Francis to come up and say that Soludo is doing wonders. He's an opposition member, but I was looking to see where he will point out what Soludo hasn't done. He said he was just beating about the bush, but that's normal. But let me tell you that this is a man we are talking about. A majority of Anambra, 98.9% of Anambra are already behind this man. And when you come and I thank God Dr. Francis said he has businesses in Anambra State. If Soludo wasn't doing very well, his business wouldn't be in Anambra State. He would have moved his business from Anambra to Abuja, where he's residing now. So for the fact that his business is still in Anambra State and thriving, it means that the economy of Anambra State, run by the first-class economist, Charles Chukwuma Soludo, is doing very well. So there's no gainsaying the fact that the governor is a blessing to Anambra State. You can't compare him to his predecessors. You can't compare him to his peers in Southeast. You can't compare him to other governors in Nigeria. This is a man that has achieved a lot, achieved so much without borrowing a dime. Even when he was presented the opportunity to borrow from the World Bank, he turned it down. The only governor in Nigeria that turned that loan down. He hasn't borrowed anything. Even when the State House of Assembly approved for him to borrow 100 billion naira, he hasn't borrowed a dime. But he's done much more than the governors that borrowed so much, that has left their state in complete debt and complete financial deficit. So when people come up on air to say certain things about a man, of course, Dr. Francis used to be a member of APGA until he ran into YPP and APC and all of that. So, but I expect him to confront the fact as it is and say that this is a man, despite the fact that we share political differences, this is a man that is doing very well. And the pedigree of people that are competing in this election, none of them comes an inch close to the pedigree of Governor Chukwuma Soludo. So let's not. I understand we are playing politics, but let's be factual when we are doing that.
Okay, so Mr. Daniel.
Yes.
Yeah. So you let me bring you up to speed as regards to the World Bank loan situation you talked about. I was going to come back to that particular side. That's the economic struggle. The state economy has faced challenges, you would agree with me, including controversy surrounding the disbursement of a World Bank loan. meant for vulnerable citizens and small businesses. So I don't know if this particular controversy is just a controversy, it's a rumor, or because it was said that this World Bank loan was released to Governor Soludo.
I don't know if when we do this, you should be presenting your facts. Your facts should be on your table, not on hearsay or what you see on social media. Governor Soludo never took any loan from World Bank. As a matter of fact, he has never taken loan from any financial institution. He has never taken loan from the federal government. Neither has he taken loan from anybody. Okay. Everything over 870 kilometers of road awarded, 642 completed and now being used. Free education, complete free education, free antenatal and delivery services, including cesarean section, renovating all the primary healthcare centers, 326 of them in all the wards in Anambra State.
Okay. Okay. All right.
He hasn't done anything doing all of that.
Okay. So let's see if just like, let me use your statement, just like you said, let's see if the network is not against the opposition party. Doctor, are you in? Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So, Doctor, you were saying you were still giving your submissions when the network glitch happened, and I would like you to still reply what Mr. Daniel said.
Yes, Daniel, I heard everything that Daniel said.
Please go ahead.
I don't think the network went off. I don't think at all, because every single thing he said, I heard it.
Yeah, while you were talking, there was a glitch, so we weren't hearing you. That's what we're saying. Okay, please go ahead. Respond to that.
No problem. Let me start from the last statement he made.
Please go ahead.
He said that Soludo has constructed 800 and something kilometers of road. This is a blatant lie. This is a lie from graveside. Lie in the sense that this is Anambra that we all are living in. This is Anambra that we all are witnessing in. Is it not just April or is it May this year that Mr. President visited Anambra State? If Soludo had commissioned or constructed over 800 kilometers of road, like Daniel is saying on this studio, why did Mr. President not even commission even one road? One road. Tinubu was in Anambra State, stayed for more than 6 hours, and he didn't commission not even a single road. The governor, if actually the governor has constructed 800 and something kilometers of road as claimed by Daniel, Soludo that I know would have shown Mr. President more than 10 roads to commission. In fact, the president will be tired of commissioning roads and will run away from Anambra because of series of projects to commission. But the president didn't. Rather, what the president did was to commission the residential house of the governor, Governor's Lodge, and the government house that is not bringing any economic value to Anambra. That is the only thing that brought the president to Anambra. That is number one. Then on the issue of education he's talking about, the other day statistics was brought out about Anambra State coming down on the list of the table among education advantaged states in Nigeria. Having rated Anambra State first when Peter Obi was governor, even second and first when Obiano was governor. Soludo, as a professor of economics, as a lecturer, as a teacher, came in, and Anambra State is going down in terms of education. That was the last rating, last 3 days. Then just yesterday again, another rating came out on fiscal responsibility, where Anambra State came 29th among the 36 states of the Federation. 29th on fiscal responsibility. Meanwhile, this is Soludo, who during his inaugural speech was telling in Anambra that everything will be shown on the table, that he will be transparent in all his economic dealings. He will be transparent as much as he can. But up to today, no transparency. Look at local government allocations that are coming to all the local government areas in Anambra State, all the 21 local government areas in Anambra State. The governor promulgated a law through the State House of Assembly where 70% of all the money accruing to local government councils in Anambra State will be deposited into an account where the governor is managing. Is that how to run a state to show transparency? Tinubu, as Mr. President, gave us this independence of the local government system, financial autonomy at the local government level. That financial autonomy was torpedoed by the governor, the so-called governor that is telling us that he's transparent. How could we manage a state like that, where the elected, so-called elected, the local government chairman that he handpicked in form of an election or so-called selection, we are not allowed or are not being allowed till today to manage all the allocation coming directly to all their various local governments.
Okay,
I come from a local government area.
Doctor.
My local government receives between 450 to 500 million on a monthly basis. Go to my local government, the local government chairman cannot account for the money because he's not the one managing it. The money is being managed by the governor. What do you talk about Soludo's administration, that he's coming here to lay claim that Soludo has performed well? Soludo to me has not done well. There is a what we call a pull of the flyover that is in the cited in the local government of Soludo. Akwata local government. That a pull of the flyover was started 2 years ago by the governor. He is there to complete it. Meanwhile, that flyover is not a modern flyover. But because it is just one lane, no double lane on it. If this lorry fly on that road, they will jam themselves.
Okay, doctor, of course, I am doctor.
Most of them have been washed away.
Okay, doctor, just hold your thought.
I'm done for now.
Please, just hold your thought. Of course, I am enjoying the fact that this is head to head. Okay, where you can actually give us whatsoever fact check you need to say, and as the senior media aide who would actually speak on behalf of the present administration would actually reply you. So he is not dead, he's alive. Mr. Daniel, please, the floor is yours. Would like you to actually
my brother, Dr. Francis, I want to understand your sentiments, but because this doesn't apply in all cases. President Tinubu came to Anambra State. As a matter of fact, before Soludo came, previous governors, past governors, were staying in a makeshift building where they call the governor's lodge, and a house used by construction workers where they call the government house. And when the man came in, the man said that particular stuff must change, that particular idea must change, that particular action must change. That Anambra is a state of elites. Anambra is a state known for being the first, for always coming up to be the first. That we must have a befitting government house and governor's lodge. And this is something we've not had in 33 years. And the governor embarked on that project and completed it. The most eco-friendly government house and governor's lodge in Nigeria. The biggest and the smartest governor's house, governor's lodge and government house in Nigeria. And it was worth the president's coming. It was worth the president commissioning. It was worth the president's site. And the president came to commission that big project. And one thing you must know is that Soludo doesn't build road and come to advertise it, or come to tell people, come to advertise it to people like Oyi, people like Dr. Francis and his likes. Soludo does his stuff and allow the people to call the results. When I say that the man has awarded over 870 something kilometers of road and completed over 642 kilometers of road, it's a fact. The facts are there.
Please, can you mention the areas? The communities?
Anambra has 21 local government areas.
Yes.
And across all these areas, you have either construction of road going on or a road having been completed in them.
Please, can you mention first? Let us start by you mention the ones that are completed for now.
I've said all the local government. How do you start mentioning the roads
in all the local governments? Doctor, and the one.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done. Wait.
Okay, please go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Daniel.
He said something about Anambra. I don't know where the statistics is talking about, whether it was published by APC. Anambra has always led in terms of education in Nigeria, in Southeast, in the health, and as a matter of fact, Anambra won the best in the health sector in Nigeria, win over $1.2 million. So when he comes up and say that Anambra is now 30, that's a figment of his imagination. Anambra has always been the first, And when you talk about financial prudence, who is more financially prudent than Governor Soludo? A man who runs by transparency, a man who has cut down the cost of governance. And Anambra has been able to save up a lot because of the man who is there, because of the man who knows how to control the resources of the state. So when he comes up and say that the Soludo's administration isn't transparent, maybe he was looking for Soludo to follow the old pattern of sharing the state's resources around a few individuals, APC,
Okay, you know what? Mr. Daniel, please. Mr. Daniel.
Soludo is about...
Mr. Daniel, please hold your thoughts. Mr. Daniel.
Soludo is about service.
Mr. Daniel, please hold your thoughts.
Soludo is about transparency.
Mr. Daniel.
Soludo is about accountability.
Okay.
Soludo is about good governance. Soludo is about financial prudence.
Okay, Mr. Soludo. Now you see that I'm calling you Mr. Soludo already. Mr. Daniel, please hold your thoughts.
To accomplish this project without borrowing a dime.
Mr. Daniel, please hold your thoughts. Okay, just hold your thoughts. Now, before I would allow Doctor reply to all of this, I want you to quickly talk about how is this administration tackling the issue of insecurity in that particular state? And what step is Governor Soludo taking to improve infrastructure development in Anambra State? When you are done answering this, because of our time, then we would allow Doctor reply to everything you've said and including this particular one simultaneously. Please go ahead.
About 8 local government areas were under the complete control of non-state actors. 8 of them. It was difficult to campaign at that period. Even during the period of the campaign in 2021, there were a lot of violences. People were kidnapped, people were killed, and all of that.
But now we are still hearing that there are so many insecurity in that particular state.
You hear that?
No, I'm coming.
You hear that on Facebook.
No, hold on.
Courtesy of Dr. Francis.
No, this is not about opposition party.
And make up numbers.
Mr. Daniel, please hold on. Mr. Daniel, please hold on.
No, listen to me. You asked the question and you asked the question and you answer.
Please
you asked the question.
I know, but please hold on. Thank you very much for adhering. All right, so this is it. I read in the news, which I came here, I read that particular news as regards to the Agone chamber. Of course, you would agree with me that the corps member that was stripped naked as regards to the way the power drunk state police outfits of that particular state actually carried out whatsoever power that they feel that they can actually do to the people of Anambra. Several news, videos, pictures, okay, were sent to different media houses as regards to that particular situation. So this is not about Facebook. But all I'm trying to say now is, I am asking you, please, is Anambra safe? Then you go ahead. Please go ahead.
One swallow does not, they say one swallow does not make a summer. Out of the whole, every accomplishment of the Agone chamber, security architecture, out of everything they've been able to achieve, and you just come out to mention some people are already
calling for a reform already. They said that they also terrorize the community. So some people are already calling for reforms. I think
go ahead. You have the right to go on. I should invite you to Anambra State to see things yourself.
When would that be?
Anytime you want. At least it will help you to understand. It will help you to understand the nature of the argument that I'm putting up. When they come up and tell that Anambra is not safe, but they are campaigning. They've been campaigning. They are enjoying the peaceful atmosphere. When they come and tell you that Agone chamber has done that, but Agone chamber has been the one protecting them. So when an issue, just a distant issue, 1 out of 100 happens, they try to exaggerate it, come on social media, tell you all kind of stuff, add the legs, add the hands, extra legs, so just to demarket the state. This state belongs to all of us. And when you end up demarketing the state, telling people outside that Anambra is not safe, Anambra is this, Anambra is that, that's how they will see you. It's not about campaign. This is about moral politics. You don't just come up on air and tell people that Anambra is this, Anambra is that, trying to discredit the state, even though you know that the state is working, even though you know that the man up there is doing his best. The man up there is the best that we've had so far.
Okay, you are repeating yourself, please. You are repeating yourself.
Okay, so Mr. Daniel,
when they come up and make up numbers, like it's making up numbers, they are good at that because they don't have anything to campaign with. Okay, they don't have a thing to campaign with.
So, Mr. Daniel, please, I want you to give us your final thoughts. Please give us a final thought as regards to what step is the governor taking to improve infrastructure development in Anambra State. Please be very fast in just 1 minute because of our time.
I don't know if you've already forgotten that this is a governor that won the best governor in Nigeria for infrastructure and rural development. This is the first time that we're having such happening in Anambra State.
Okay.
Let's listen to me. This is a man that prioritizes development. What we call today the Solution Fund City in Oka is the biggest leisure park in South Sub-Saharan Africa. The biggest and most beautiful. I think you should come there. You should come there and have a good time. So, and this is a man that has prioritized construction of roads. Anambra is now one big construction site. This man that has prioritized infrastructure. This man that has prioritized human capital. I've not told you that in his first 2 years he recruited 8,115 teachers, over 1,000 healthcare workers. Trained 5,000 youths under the 1U2 skills program and empowered them. And in few days' time, about 8,300 again that have been trained already, we empowered as well.
Okay, all right. So thank you, Mr. Daniel. Thank you because of our time. I'd like Doctor to respond to everything you've said and for it to also be his own closing. Doctor, please, you have the floor. The floor is yours now. Go ahead.
Highly disappointing of my very good friend Igwe to come on air here as an SSA to the governor, and he was not able to respond to your question when you asked him to mention at least some of the roads he alleged that the governor had constructed or even under construction. I was watching carefully, and you asked him that question repeatedly 3 times. And he was telling you that work is going on in all the local government. Was that the data you were requesting from him? The data was like he should call 1 or 2 roads that the governor is constructing or had already constructed. You cannot just come on TV and brand these figures and say the governor Soludo has constructed over 7,000 kilometers of roads without mentioning even one. As an SA media to the governor, this is the height of disappointment, my good friend. That is number 1. And in other words, he's telling us conclusively that the governor has not constructed any road. If an SA media that should have off heart the data of all the roads constructed or ongoing in Anambra, even me as an opposition member, when I was speaking earlier, I mentioned about bridge and I mentioned the town, Epulobia. So why can't he mention 1 or 2 towns where those so-called roads are being constructed? He didn't say it. Even on 3 times you asked him the question. That is the level of fake media they are doing in Anambra. That is number 1. I hope he will allow me to respond because I didn't talk when he was talking earlier. So allow me to enter number 2. Then number 2.
Please go ahead, but you have to be very fast. Please go on.
Yes. I'm watching the time. I'm time conscious. Number 2, you talked about security, that the governor has improved on security in Anambra State. It is under Governor Soludo in the history of Anambra State past governors that 2 sitting members of Anambra State House of Assembly were killed, kidnapped, maimed and killed in broad daylight in Anambra State. That was under Governor Soludo. In fact, one of the people killed, is representing the governor at the State House of Assembly, Agwata constituency. So if 2 members of Anambra State House of Assembly can be kidnapped and killed under the watch of the governor, is it Igwe, myself, and other commoners in Anambra that are safe? Governor Soludo parades the highest number of security details in the whole of Sub-Saharan Africa. If Soludo is passing here, the number of security cars, vehicle patrol teams that are following him, 3 armored cars. Soludo has 3 armored cars in his convoy. The number of security men that are following Soludo, if he passes here as a governor, can be equated with that securing the number 1 president in the world, Trump. It has never happened in our state before, where a governor is going about with such security details. Then he's here saying that we opposition people are enjoying Anambra. How are we enjoying Anambra? When this time I want to travel Anambra, or my boss, Kachupu Nicholas, or Uche Punife, anytime we want to travel Anambra, we will have to hire many DSS, army, security, police people to guide us. Is that the Anambra we all pray for? Is that the Anambra State that P2B handed over to us? No. What I'm saying in essence is that Soludo has failed in all areas of development. Economic-wise, he has failed. Security-wise, he has failed woefully. That one is 0 over 100. Infrastructure-wise, all the few roads that we can accept that he has constructed, all of them have been washed away.
So on your final
one of the best roads, I'm coming, give me 1 minute. One of the best roads that should have been the best roads in Anambra that is being constructed or ongoing under Soludo is the road taking us from Amobia to Nanka and to Epulobia. That road is still under construction. I went to that road 2 months ago to inspect the work on the road. The one part of the road that has already been tarred has already washed away. I'm coming. Hold on. I didn't interrupt you, please. Hold on. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you.
Mr. Daniel, please. Mr. Daniel, please hold on. He's about to round off now.
Hold on. So that road, one part of the road that has already been tarred has been washed away by rainfall because of the shady work done on that road. I am now the one telling him the road his government constructed.
Okay,
so, this is the only visible road that Soludo is constructed.
Okay, so because of our time, I'm sincerely sorry that we won't be able to take more as regards to this particular one, Doctor. But I would only want Mr. Daniel to agree with me that it would only use just a minute to respond to whatsoever it is. But I promise the both of you, I am bringing you back to the show again for us to continue this particular one. So I'll be revisiting Anambra's situation and as regards their upcoming election till November. So I believe that the both parties agree that we go head to head like this. At least we would have to revisit this conversation again. Is it agreed?
When we come to the show with the show next time, I'll bring the list of all the constructed roads and paste this on his face.
Okay.
Paste this on his face.
Okay.
And he said you gave me 1 minute. You push
please go ahead. Please use your 1 minute. Use your 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yes. The immediate past governor of Anambra State comes from Anambra North, Aguleri to precise, Chief Obiano. Last week, Soludo went to Anambra West, Nzam. That's a neighboring town to Aguleri, and commissioned the first ever tarred road in that local government. In history, the first ever tarred road. The Amansi, Ubene, Ebenebe, Obo Family Road was the first ever tarred road that the people of that area have seen.
It is not true.
Doctor, allow him to talk. He has just 1 minute. Doctor, he even has less than 1 minute, please.
And these guys have been going to their campaigns, flying on the roads that Soludo has constructed. The trunk roads that he's dualizing, all the trunk roads in Anambra State are currently being dualized. And they are going on campaigns, driving smoothly on even his candidate, Nicholas Ukachukwu. Soludo has gone to his town to construct a road for him. So, and they are driving safely on those roads, enjoying the roads. And when they come up on national television, they will come and lie. That's their own. That's their own type of politics. And at the end of the day, I want to assure him. Yeah. At the end of the day, Anambra, our people will come out in their numbers, in their millions, and still vote for the man who has come to rescue them, the man who has shown them the light, the man who has shown them what good governance is all about.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is how far we can actually go on the show as regards to this wonderful gentleman. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Mr. Daniel Ezeigwe, senior media aide to the governor of Anambra State, and also Dr. Francis Okoye, a political scientist, public affairs analyst, a member APC National Campaign Council for Anambra Governorship Election 2025. Okay, thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on the show. Of course, just like I said, and I've given my promise, I am bringing the both of you back to the show again for us to continue. So this is just what I would mention now. So whatsoever facts, track records that you have, I would like you to come with it. For the next time we would come back to this particular head-to-head conversation, we would like to present it to the public for them to also see it. But of course,